Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. Today's matchup, a battle in the Peach State, and when you square off against another team that was raised on the red clay, the emotion runs a little deeper. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Panthers ready to get this thing started and open the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Georgia Tech's offense will have the ball first. They'll start this drive going to the air. Buys a little extra time. Firing to the right, complete. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Perry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Phillips. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Georgia State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38 of the lead first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Perry. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on deep.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Perry. There he goes! He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. The quick out. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll leave it with him. Running into the open space. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. 6th play of the drive coming up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lines the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia Southern.
Looking for a crease. It's Perry.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Snags it over the middle. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Off the play fake on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Robinson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long.
It's a seam wide open. He's loose. The 20. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really...
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the ground, it's Perry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Pocket breaking down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Marches ahead. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. It's a running move. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Throwing right. He's got it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job at pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Going to swing it on second down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over. Nice job.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The running back has it. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Has to get there to move the sticks. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Punt is in the air. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. On the move. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them. And they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back and get the nice 1st down sack.
He's open on the right. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, nice job by this defense stringing it out towards the sideline. And when I do that, man, all my body's got to rally to the football. We got to run to the football really, really hard from inside out. Nice job by the defense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. QB draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He makes a catch. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the 1st down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
Wide out trying to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. There's the pressure. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Power football with the run. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Georgia State. And the comeback is on.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The Yellow Jackets inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires left. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He caught it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
Hey, it's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB slice it. No gain on the play.
And the Panthers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Kearney on the Jets. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Here comes the heat. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Looking for the 2-point try. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Georgia Tech 48, Georgia State 32.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out.